Well, hello out there. This is Ted Knaak, President of TopoDOT, and welcome to our release webinar for TopoDOT 2025.2 and TopoShare 2025. I'm joined here by Maury Terneus, otherwise known as Maury, and he's our Senior Director of Product Development. And in this webinar, we're going to cover release highlights for TopoDOT, an overview of the new TopoShare access for 2025, and we're going to follow up with some time for your questions and answers with Ryan and JP from the dev team. And so please leave your questions during the webinar. They don't need to wait until the end or during some stop to submit them. Just submit them and we'll get back to, and these guys will get back to you. We'll get back to you. And even if we don't have time, we'll answer them by email, okay? So please, everything that pops in your head, just let us know. You know we love to hear from you. Okay, so before we get started, let's run through a couple of things that have been going on at TopoDOT since TopoDOT Users Conference, TUC 25. The TUC curriculum is now on TopoDOT University, complete with full-length tutorial videos recorded by the original instructor. Guys, this is huge. Please make use of it. Check it out. It's easy. It's easy to get to, and the entire curriculum has been brought to a new level. So you can actually learn TopoDOT by going through these videos. And of course, we're always here to fill in the gaps. So again, if you need help with those videos, if there's something that's not clear, we'll help you. Don't feel you can't call us, but please make use of them. And to our friends in Europe and around the world, not necessarily on our time zone, this is incredibly important. So please check it out. And let us know what you think too, because we'd love to hear from you about it. Okay, there's also a full changelog and documentation for TopoDOT 2025.2 and TopoShare version 2025. And that's located in our wiki. So you can access that via our website or press F1 while a TopoDOT or TopoShare window is selected. So for those of you who take a deep dive into TopoDOT, and we appreciate you, take a look and all the changes are there. So you'll know what's in one place, you'll know what's new. And I'm going to let you also know that we've launched a new TopoDOT users community group on LinkedIn. Please join. It's really going to be exciting. We're going to start exchanging information. We're going to start exchanging techniques, applications. We're trying to grow that community. And the way the TopoDOT community is growing now is there should be literally hundreds and maybe thousands of people to talk to. So it's really going to be not just an interesting place to visit, but it's going to be a good reference for applications, for business ideas, for enhancements, and just basically a way to connect with the community. So, and then keep an eye out for the TopoShare 2025 Administrator webinar happening next week. So that's coming out, and that webinar is going to explain the new TopoShare 2025 Administrator, which has a number of features, a whole new look and feel, very exciting. So those of you who are TopoShare users, you've got to see it. And please, others, check it out, because if you're not using TopoShare, you're missing a lot. Well, the first new tool we're going to present is a dynamic DTM preview, and this tool is a real winner. Look, TopoDOT users extract linear features and points to construct the highest quality digital terrain models, or DTMs. Well, prior to the dynamic DTM preview tool, we have to admit the process was a bit cumbersome. But I just have to say, when I saw the dynamic DTM preview tool in action, I was blown away. As features are extracted in TopoDOT, the dynamic DTM is updated on the fly. There's no more waiting. You see exactly the effect of everything you do in the DTM right there. So back of the envelope, I'd have to say the process efficiency is at least doubled. And so let's have a look, and Maury can fill us in on more of the details.
TopoDOT version 2025.2 introduces an exciting new capability, the Dynamic DTM Preview tool. First unveiled to the public at this year's TopoDOT User Conference, this tool gives you the power to generate a digital terrain model on the fly as you extract line work, with instant visual feedback that updates in real time. Assign levels as break lines, spot shots, or boundaries, giving you complete control over how your surface is built. Need more flexibility? Define separate groups of levels to generate multiple DTMs simultaneously. The tool also calculates additional features such as contours and ponding, providing valuable insight into your site conditions. And because every project is unique, you can fully customize the display styles for your preview. When you are ready, it's just a few clicks to clean up, finalize, and integrate your DTM results directly into your deliverables. Dynamic, flexible, and intuitive, this is the next step in surface modeling. Don't miss it in TopoDOT version 2025.2.
This is definitely one of my favorite tools we've released this year. With the Dynamic DTM Preview tool, we wanted to give you a new way to visualize and QA your extracted line work for errors without negatively impacting performance. What we developed is a unique method to dynamically build a digital terrain model during the extraction process. As you extract features, every point, break line, or void is immediately added to your DTM mesh and is visible in your view. Using the various display modes, you can instantly spot common issues like incorrectly draped points, crossing break lines, or areas that clearly need an additional break line for a more accurate surface. The tool can also visualize contours and even simulate ponding to help you verify drainage. When the surface is complete, you can plot the resulting mesh directly. Previously, this level of verification would mean stopping your work, exporting data, and potentially using another piece of software or a different Bentley license to see your surface. Now it's all happening live, automatically, and directly inside of TopoDOT, saving a significant amount of time in the QA process.
So Maury, the dynamic DTM was really exciting, but this next one is also really exciting, and it brings back the good old days. So across the industry, TopoDOT is not only known for model analysis production productivity, but also for our comprehensive solutions to data governance. And assessment of data quality is a critical component of that data governance process. And this brings us to our next tool, control point to data assessment. And as I said, this tool has been a part of our data assessment tool suite for over a decade. I'll let Maury discuss the improvements in this new release version, but I'd like to just remind everyone the importance of the control point to data assessment tool. Control point to data assessment essentially establishes and documents the traceability of your point cloud data to your reference control coordinates. And so this traceability, in effect, extends to every feature extracted from your point cloud and the DTM constructed from your features. The accuracy of your entire deliverable is effectively traceable in your reference control, all automatically documented in a spreadsheet format. So keep this in mind as we take a look at the new control point to data assessment tool in action.
Accurate survey control is essential to every successful project. That's why TopoDOT has completely revamped its control point to data assessment tool in the TopoDOT version 2025.2 release. This updated tool makes it easier and faster to validate your alignment between your control network and your point cloud or mesh data. With enhanced processing, you can now analyze vertical and full three-dimensional deviations with greater confidence and clarity. Support for reflective targets such as chevrons or checkerboards has been improved, giving you more reliable results even in challenging conditions. The workflow for importing controls, whether from a CSV or directly from your design file, has also been streamlined for efficiency. The results are easier than ever to interpret, with clearer visualization and professional Excel reports available at a click. With these updates, the control point to data assessment tool delivers the speed, accuracy, and flexibility you need to ensure your control data is dependable, the critical foundation for any project. This major upgrade is available now only in TopoDOT version 2025.2.
Control point assessment is a core function for many of our users, so we focus on modernizing its underlying technology and workflow. The tool now utilizes our latest template fitting technology, making it significantly faster and more accurate. To complement this, we've implemented a new template management system for better organization and reusability of your control targets. The creation process has been simplified to a guided 3-step procedure, which includes a live preview so you can validate each template before saving it. The fitting algorithm has also been enhanced so that templates can now handle data voids and fit to the point cloud at a much higher resolution. giving you much more reliable results in challenging areas. During the assessment, you can now select a group of candidate templates for each control point. The tool will automatically evaluate them and determine the best fit, which greatly reduces the need for manual trial and error identification. Finally, we've redesigned the QA workflow. The results window is more detailed and uses a color coding to help you quickly sort data and identify outliers. The goal is to give you a reliable visual check of your control network before you generate a report. And to aid in that visual review, the tool now supports loading multiple reference images for each point.
Well, as Maury will tell you, every day in the TopoDOT product development group is fun, especially when you're developing a very cool new TopoDOT tool. International Roughness Index, IRI, analysis is one of those tools. As our IRI might be new to many of you, let me explain the concept. The objective is to somehow evaluate the road surface as it affects the quality of the ride experience by a driver. Think cobblestone street to a very smooth highway. How do we measure and put a number on it? Well, the approach is to model and simulate a single wheel driving along the road. And this model is dynamic and includes a basic spring damper, which shock absorber system between two masses. And these masses represent the chassis and the car body. The IRI number is calculated from the relative movement between the two masses. I'm giving you this background to not only explain the IRI, but to share with you that TopoDOT is the world's first and only application, to our knowledge, to present our users with a visual simulation of the single wheel model as it travels along the road. At first we did this because it was just too cool. But we have to say it is really useful. If one sees a real spike in the IRI number, for example, it's really nice to confirm the measurement by seeing the wheel run over a bump deep into a pothole or a rut at that location. So don't forget to tell your business development team about your IRI analysis. This capability will have great interest to your clients, so check it out.
Road quality matters. Engineers and agencies worldwide rely on the International Roughness Index as the standard measure of pavement smoothness. With TopoDOT version 2025.2, you can now calculate IRI directly from the point cloud data you already collect. No specialized equipment required. The new IRI analysis tool gives you fast, accurate insight into ride quality by simulating how a vehicle responds to the road surface. A lower IRI value means smoother pavement, whereas a higher one indicates where attention may be needed. But the tool's real power is in visualization. Instead of just reporting numbers, TopoDOT brings roughness to life with intuitive, color-coded outputs that make it easy to communicate results to clients and stakeholders. When you need to deliver results, Excel reports and ProVal exports ensure full compatibility with industry standards. And for deeper insight, TopoDOT simulates the quarter car model at 80 km per hour, giving you results that match industry expectations. Whether you're validating new construction, monitoring roadway condition, or checking contractor performance, TopoDOT puts pavement smoothness analysis directly into your workflow. Faster, clearer, and more effective than ever. This is the next benchmark in pavement evaluation. Download TopoDOT version 2025.2 today and take your analysis workflows to the next level.
That visual simulation definitely sets this tool apart and is a modern approach to an established industry standard. Conventionally, calculating IRI requires specialized inertial profilers to capture data along a very specific wheel path. A key limitation of this method is that it lacks the broader surface context to help you understand why a certain area is rough. Modern mobile LiDAR systems, on the other hand, collect data for the entire road corridor in very high detail. Our new IRI analysis tool is designed to fully leverage this data, allowing you to perform roughness analysis directly from anywhere within your data you've already collected. The tool works by sampling the point cloud data at the same interval as a high-end inertial profiler. It then simulates the standard quarter car model to generate the IRI value. Because you're working with a complete point cloud, you can measure any lane or even analyze both left and right wheel tracks simultaneously, all from a single data set. One of the most powerful features is the ability to visualize the simulation directly on the point cloud. This is an excellent communication tool for your clients. Instead of just showing them a number in a report, they can visually see how a vehicle's wheel will react to a pothole or other pavement defect. To ensure our solution fits in your existing deliverables, we prioritize two things. First, the tool generates Excel reports that match the format of conventional IRI outputs. Second, it produces a detailed, color-coded plot directly within your MicroStation drawing, providing clear and comprehensive documentation.
Next tool is the Rutting analysis tool, and many in the TopoDOT user community are already familiar with our pavement assessment tools. So the TopoDOT PCI tools are unrivaled, which is basically pavement condition index. So let's get that straight. But the TopoDOT pavement condition index tools are unrivaled for automatically identifying, locating, quantifying, and documenting all categories of pavement distress to ASTM standards. What we found is that many of our European TopoDOT user community are required to assess pavement conditions more narrowly focused on rutting. Of course, we accommodated their request with the new Rutting analysis tool. So let's have a look, and Maury will provide some more details after you see this video.
Road quality is more than just smoothness. While the International Roughness Index measures ride comfort, it doesn't capture rutting, those dangerous depressions that collect water, strain vehicles, and compromise safety. That's why TopoDOT version 2025.2 introduces the Rutting analysis tool. Using the same point cloud data you already collect, the tool instantly scans across each lane to identify rut depths, hump heights, and patterns that traditional methods often miss. No lane closures, no dipsticks, just safer, faster, and far more detailed results. With intuitive color-coded visuals, stationing, and reports designed to match your IRI outputs, results are clear and immediately actionable. And because standards vary worldwide, thresholds, intervals, and formats can all be customized to your project requirements. Together with IRI, the Rutting analysis tool gives engineers and agencies the complete picture of pavement health, helping detect issues earlier, improve safety, and extend the life of roadways. Experience the full road analysis workflow with TopoDOT version 2025.2.
Measuring rut depth is a critical part of road maintenance, but conventional methods using a straight edge or dipstick have significant drawbacks. They are often labor-intensive and provide only intermittent measurements instead of a continuous profile. And most importantly, they can pose a safety risk for personnel working near live traffic. Our Rutting analysis tool is designed to solve these issues by using the mobile LiDAR data you've already collected at highway speeds. This approach immediately enhances safety by eliminating the need for lane closures and removing staff from the roadway. By continuously sampling the dense point cloud, the tool provides a highly accurate and repeatable measurement of the road's profile. This digital method isn't impacted by the physical limitations of manual techniques, such as human error or the length of a straight edge. The tool calculates rutting depth for both the left and right wheel paths and can also measure the center hump height. For your deliverables, it plots these results as an easy-to-read, color-coded graphic directly within your MicroStation drawing. It also generates detailed reports and offers a variety of analysis modes to meet your specific project requirements. In short, it provides a safer, faster, and more comprehensive way to conduct running analysis.
Let's move on to TopoShare. Modern geospatial acquisition technologies have one thing in common: data, lots of data. And the entire geospatial industry is struggling to meet the challenge of data governance. Essentially, what processes, policies, and standards should be used to organize, store, access, and share your data. Well, there's a growing group within the TopoDOT user community who are meeting the challenge of data governance with TopoShare. And TopoShare is a collection of tools and processes which offer comprehensive data governance solution. TopoShare users experience dramatically improved operational productivity, expanded business opportunities, and enhanced financial performance. And the best news is that every TopoDOT user already has access to the TopoShare process at no cost. So today we're going to focus on just a single component of that process, TopoShare Access. You will see easily any user can be given controlled, low-cost access to project data and metadata from any data warehouse within the TopoDOT ecosystem. While I'm on the subject, let me remind you that TopoShare 2025 has just been released. After almost 2 years in development, the new TopoShare 2025 is unrivaled in performance, cost, and value. So pay attention for updates and get it on your calendar. In the meantime, let's have a look at TopoShare Access.
TopoShare has already made it possible to connect teams through the cloud. With TopoShare version 2025, we're taking that collaboration to the next level. TopoShare Access is your direct link to cloud-hosted data, letting you step right into the project environment as soon as the project administrator grants you access. From there, everything is simpler. Projects are neatly organized, datasets stay up to date, and you always know where to find what you need. The new release also makes managing complex jobs easier, with support for multiple datasets within a single project, and the familiar folder-style structure to keep everything in order. Combined with the centralized control of TopoShare Administrator, it means your teams stay aligned, projects move faster, and deliverables stay consistent. TopoShare version 2025 is included with every TopoDOT license, so as soon as you update the TopoDOT version 2025.2, you're ready for easier access and faster collaboration. This is the same TopoShare you know, now more powerful, more seamless, and ready for your next project. Update now and experience the future of geospatial workflows with TopoShare version 2025.
That new interface you just saw is the first step in a significant overhaul for TopoShare Access. For those who may not use it regularly, TopoShare is our platform for hosting and sharing point cloud and image projects with your team or external clients. TopoShare Access is the bridge that lets you work with that data directly inside your TopoDOT environment. The first thing you'll see is a completely redesigned user interface. Our goal was to make accessing your data more intuitive and to provide much greater clarity on your projects at a glance. A major part of this is improved organization. You can now have multiple datasets, for example, mobile, static, and UAV collections, all residing within a single project, which is a huge step forward for managing complex jobs. You can also now organize both projects and metafiles into subdirectories, giving you a familiar folder structure to better categorize your data. Along with this new structure, we've also greatly improved project searchability, making it faster and easier to find the exact data you need. This is just the first step in a larger initiative, and these updates provide a much stronger foundation for managing your project data through TopoDOT.
Well, Mounty, that about wraps it up. What do you think? Is it pretty good? You guys have been busy this year.
Yeah, a lot of good tools came out this release. So
Yeah, good. Well, you guys are busy. 2 releases a year. For how long? Forever, right?
yeah, we've kind of shot for that goal for years now. So
I don't know. We make it look easy, Mounty, but I know you guys work hard and we appreciate it. So anyway, good job across the whole TopoDOT team for getting us where we are today and sharing this with you. So I want to, before we leave, I want to reiterate full change log on the wiki. Okay, so I just want to tell you that's available. So you want to see what's really happening in TopoDOT. For those of you who dive deep, it's there for you. Okay, and then I want to reiterate, please. This is passionate. I'm very passionate about this one. The TUC curriculum is on TopoDOT University. Please don't struggle. You can teach yourself completely TopoDOT if you go through those. Classes. The entire TUC curriculum is there. And of course, we're here when you get stuck or you need extra support, we're here for you. So please make use of that. The TSO and the prod dev team have really worked hard to get that up there. And even Dylan did a few things. So he's going to get it up on the university for you. And of course, David. So it's all there waiting for you. So please don't struggle. It's all there, and make the best out of TopoDOT. So if you need any help, you know where support is. Okay, so you can just email us or call us, and we answer the phone. So it's a worthwhile thing to do, and we'd love to hear from you. And now we're just going to turn it over to Ryan and JP from the dev team for question and answers, and they're going to kind of fill in the gaps and help you understand more. And if you don't get it answered, they will get back to everyone. So if we don't have time for that, you will get an answer. But please type in anything that's you're wondering about. We'd love to hear from you.